everyone, my name is Danette Lambert. I'm the director of the Get Free Project, which is a project of the Justice Collective. We're doing a video blog every week to keep you updated on what's happening at Oakland City Council. This week on Oakland City Council, we're highlighting a policy being put forward by an organization called 100 Black Men. To hear more about it, we're going to cut to an interview with Marco Lindsay, one of the board members for 100 Black Men. Okay. So we're talking with Marco Lindsay, board member with 100 Black Men, about an upcoming policy they have coming before City Council this Tuesday. So Marco, why don't you tell us a little bit about the policy and what you have coming forward on Tuesday?
So this Tuesday we'll be talking to the City Council about a couple of the points that we have in our larger 100 for Life campaign. The campaign itself is an 11-point campaign in which we address systematic inequities and police brutality in the Bay Area. And these two specific points that will be coming up on this Tuesday's meeting address the right to record and putting forth ordinances in the city of Oakland to make sure that the public knows about their right to record.
Okay. Well, so I thought it was already illegal to record police activities. Why do you think that this policy is necessary?
Well, what's happened is that it has been legal, and it's been legal under freedom of speech, but there really wasn't anything stating specifically about the right to record. And so because of that, what we've seen is there have been instances in which police officers, and maybe they weren't aware of the law themselves, but they have stopped people from recording, or they've taken the recording devices from individuals. And because of that, what's proliferated in the community is that a lot of folks don't know that they can or cannot. So there's a lot of ambiguity in the community. And so what we want to do is have a campaign put forth by the City of Oakland, and in addition an ordinance specifically stating that it is okay for the community to record policing.
Great, great. Is there a specific example that you have of someone that's happened to that inspired the campaign? Or?
So there was a specific example of, and this wasn't in the City of Oakland, but it was in the city of Indiana, where a police officer actually took the camera from someone, broke the camera, and it was later found out that the police officer was guilty of tampering with evidence, and that he was, guilty of a crime. But how many of these do we not know of that didn't come to the public? And then we just have this huge thing in the community where there's just this huge divide of the people who do know and the people who don't know. And we want to bridge that divide because we don't want people to be afraid to do what their God-given right allows them to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, who do you think that this policy is going to help?
We think, and let me just take a step back to be sure that it's clear, that the 100 Black Men of the Bay Area, we support the police. We're firm advocates, and we believe in the police, and we believe in the public. And so we think that this proposal will really help everyone involved. It will help the police officers, because then a lot of times you'll see that there are instances where, police are wrongly accused of things. And if you have an outside viewpoint or outside camera, they may be exonerated from potential allegations or charges. Then also the public, the people who may be having the encounter with the police, many times there's some ambiguity there in regards to what actually happened and what didn't happen. And so making sure that we give the public the opportunity to record these instances, then there's less likely of evidence tampering, there's less likeliness of things being biased. The camera will speak for itself. And then also the proposals for the people just in the public who aren't even involved because they just don't know. And they may be sitting there and they're seeing something and they want to do something, and they don't know if it's okay for them to do something or not. And so we want to make sure that we take that fear away from them and let them know that it's okay to do this.
Absolutely. Well, so who else besides 100 Black Men is supporting this?
So we are actually supported by Council Member Desley Brooks. And she's actually the chairperson of the council as well. Many of the other Black organizations in the Bay Area support this measure and these endeavors primarily because it's been a huge issue. Across this nation, there's been a rise of instances of police brutality being recorded. And so there's this huge issue where I think the Black community has known that this has been going on for a while, but unfortunately there hasn't been much way of getting evidence about it. And now that all of these instances are coming out, with the Sandra Blands and, all these other folks that are just having horrible things happen to them, we think it's important for the community to know that there is someone out there doing something.
Absolutely. So who, do you foresee that there's anybody who's going to be in opposition on Tuesday to this policy?
I don't think so. So we have actually had some good conversations. I've actually presented personally to the city council several times on this topic, and we've met with the Oakland City Attorney's Office. We've met with the police officers, lawyers, and they're supportive of the campaign. We've actually talked to them about formulating so that way it's a win-win for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't necessarily anticipate any opposition, but who knows? There could always be a red herring in there.
It's true. It's true. Well, just as a last question, how can the public support you in your efforts or get more involved with this?
So what's going to happen is that from this, and one of the proposals that we're making is we're asking that the city of Oakland put together a 100 cameras campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And so what that is that we're going to be getting information out to the public about this endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
And what the public can do is, one, when they see this information, share it, continue to disseminate it, making sure that the people in their respective communities and in their families know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Share it on your social networking, share it on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Snapchat, everywhere, so that way folks can know that this is happening. But then also they can help by being active participants in the community and doing what we're asking them to do. Mm-hmm. So when they see something happening, whether it's a crime or whether it's an interaction with the police, that they record it. Mm-hmm. And that they share that information with the respective authorities, so that way we can have less instances of people being wrongly accused or put in wrong situations.
Excellent. Well, that sounds like a really great piece of policy. Good luck on Tuesday, and thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you, and we appreciate you for coming down and looking out for us.